This is The Shadow, and this is my OMG interview. Watching and listening and hoping that when my time come, I go and I don't know, so I ain't feel no pain because there's enough pain going on out here. Well, I take it one day at a time. Just let it flow. I don't want to sit down and study so many things to do, just whatever happen. I go to bed and I wake up and I go through the day. According to what's around me, I use up that I need to use up and leave it until the other night come. I don't want no worries too much, man. One time I used to think about making plenty songs and recording, but nobody buy CD again and all them things. So I did, but I had enough songs. I write enough songs and sang enough songs, man. If I write more, my head don't go be right now. Plenty songs I do, plenty. I don't want to go forcing myself to do songs for what? You understand? This is not like the time you do the songs people interested and they sell some so you could make some more. Now you make the songs, you record the songs, nobody buy the songs. They could get the songs otherwise, they could have the record, They go online, they go somewhere and they get the music. So when they meet you coming down the road, they say, what happened, boy? They know what happened, they know you're worried. Yeah, well, that thing fits certain people too. Like men who does do like carnival style thing. They do their music for carnival and they try to get it pushed through to get popular. So they get some work for carnival time. But I never used to just do music for carnival, I do things to last a long time. If you check it out, I do Bassman so long ago. And every year in carnival or whatever, people would jam Bassman and just feel good. It sounds fresh, it feels good. And many songs coming down the road from Bassman, I come out to play. All them years pass down into Dingolay and them things. And all that time, everything good, But now there are some music, people do the music just for the fun. At the fete, Lie down there, get up there, lie down, and die for the moment. But after that, they have to use them same lyrics to make a next one for next year. Spin around the lyrics and things is a different thing. My thing is to be like storytelling. Many of them guys understand, they understand. It's just they come through a time when it's easier to get a beat and create some dance movements and go on the stage, and you get more work around that time. And you could do your thing, and make something. The time when I used to do my thing, like from long time, I trying to write songs from since about 8 years. It's to tell stories and create nice melodies and things, and beats with lyrics and things. To make me feel good, and when I feel good and I put it out, they make a lot of people feel good. So that lasts and go over and over and over. That when I go on, the music will still be around if the world still going as it's going. But most of the songs I do now, I just sit down with a guitar and vibes in, and whatsoever come out of that is a shadow thing. That feeling, right? Like that. That's why I do songs like that. Are you feeling the feelings? When I start to feel the feeling, I could tone that feeling into melodies and beats and make a beautiful song. And like going in the studio and recording. That's a special thing for me. I like to create them beats, the drums and things. And bass line, they call me the bassman because I changed the style of that bass thing over the years. Try to make the music different so people would dance different. Maybe that's why people like it too, because you get so much of me, so much of myself in it. People at childhood, I had something. I grew up mostly by myself. My grandparents I grew up with in Tobago. They said I was born in Trinidad, but I don't know nothing about Trinidad until I get bigger, you know. Because in Tobago, the first moonlight I see and the sun and everything in Les Coteaux in Tobago. So when they ask me where I'm from, I say, from Tobago. Then they say, no, you could be from Tobago and you're born in Trinidad. So sometimes when I'm in a mood, I tell them, well, I'm a Tobagonian, was born in Trinidad. But what's the big thing is Trinidad and Tobago, you understand? I'm a Trinbagonian. So when I was small, I used to more deal with that different life, you know. Deal with my grandfather and them going in the bush, milk the cow, do all them things, bathe in the river. We run up Jigga Hill and run all about and get strong. That was nice, man. But all that time, when I started to do the music, anything I do is to be musical, you know. I try to create music as I go along. I went up the hill, you know, and you could run round, boop, boop, you know. And according to the mood, and if you're breathing properly, boop, 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 ning, boop, boop, you know, and that could be while you're running, you know. But it's in me, so I could do it. I wouldn't ask anybody else to do it. They wouldn't know what I'm talking about. So that's the way I grew up, you know. And at a certain time, I left and I went somewhere. I was trying to make ISO from 8 and all this thing. Maybe even before that, I tried a little humming. From the time I hear that thing, I used to say I had to do that, you know. That's my thing, I know I had to do that. So I all this practicing to do and little music thing by myself, you know. Beat some kind of thing. I remember a time, you know, the iron close with the flat iron that I put on the coal pot. So I take the iron, take a bottle, a cup, anything, and find the scale. Find about 11 notes going up there, and I start to play music. And if I hit the glass too hard and it break, oh God, I have to step out easy before they know it's me. You know, because I have no instrument to play, so I had to make an instrument. The music in me, it had to come out somehow. One time I had to make a guitar too, yes. That one a hard one, you know. I do the boxing and the everything, but I got a fretboard and I had that working. So I asked some people, what to make fretboard with? Somebody tell me with Google, you know. So I get a piece of old Google tree that fell down sometime long, but that thing hard, you know. Cut out piece and I go on and I start to get that down, until it started to look like a board, you know. And then I had to cut the groove and thing to put in the fretboard. And when I take my time and I do my thing, because that's all I'm gonna have now for a while. And when I reach a certain thing and I get some strings and I put them in, I can't tell you how I do the thing. I was just doing it as it comes now. When I put this thing on, I say, yes, boy, this thing good. Because before I did the guitar thing, I went and learned something in Tobago, and a guy taught me to play 3 chords, C, F, and G, 7 on a guitar. See, yeah. I strum that thing whole day until my finger swell up, man. But I can't stop. The thing's sweet, it's coming down good. So when that guy went whole day and work and he come back and see me still strumming, he say, you still strumming that? I say, yes. But my fingers swell up now. But he's so proud of me now. He tell me, come go up the road, he go and drink some rum by the rum shop. So he want me to strum and sing something that I was singing there. For people to see, just from the morning to the evening, I was a Calypso, you know, like that. But I was that long before. Most times I used to be by myself, man. I go in the garden with these people, do whatsoever around now that I have to do, come back. Sometimes everybody playing some cricket, I want to play now, but I reach for play. Darkness start to come, I can't get to play, you know. But I still had something to play. I play music in my mind. The crazy thing, you know, my life thing wasn't like everybody else. Get lucky to get to go there and thing, you know. I was lucky too because if it wasn't that, if it wasn't for that way of growing up, I wouldn't make some more music. I had to music, I had to make it, I had to have something to help me go in now. Keep me going so I had to get deeper and deeper into that. And I so enjoy doing that. So I never used to miss too many things because I didn't know too much about too many things. I had to be satisfied with a little around me now. As it was said, I was born in Trinidad and took me back to Tobago. I grew up with my grandparents for a certain time and then I gone. I gone quite up in a bush in Tobago near Charlottesville, a place they call Hermitage, and I live like a hermit, man. Just make music, plenty music. Well, you heard some got wasted somewhere because I couldn't record all from that time to the time I started to record. So sometimes I sit and remember some things I used to do long time. A little piece of something and they still feel good. So I didn't get to grow up as how them people grew up. It's something you grew up and think, but man, that was me. Eh? That's me. Maybe that is how I was to be. It's like you plant a mango tree, and that mango tree grow and be a mango. The mango tree don't tell you I'm going to try to make a mango, you know. The mango inside, whatsoever does cause it to develop into that. And then it becomes, after a time, I saw the mango tree to be talking. It just happened because it was meant to be. Yeah. Well, my life was something like that. I think if I had everything that everybody else had, I won't be something else. I'll be somebody else, you know. You look around you and you see people could enjoy this and enjoy that and you don't have that and thing. And you see what way. But if you don't worry too much, it's easy to deal with, you know. And sometimes you come up with ideas, great ideas like poverty is hell. And the angels are in paradise, driving in their limousine, where everything is nice and clean. Poor man living in a tinny-winny hut, children hungry, nothing in the pot. He gone by the neighbor to beg for some rice. The neighbor under pressure buy things ain't nice. He gone in the big shot area to beg. A police put a bullet in his tinny-winny leg. He gone in the courts and he lost the case. The prosecutor say he have a bandit face. Poverty is hell, you know. You start to live that because you know that. And then you look around you and you see that sometimes somebody not guilty of something, but they say they resemble that now. You look at your face and say, 10 of them here. And you look at the innocent one because he ain't looking like what you're looking for. You know? Many songs are good all through the years, you know that. One time I was in Trinidad, I was young, I trying to get in the tent. But I would get together with guys and we go to the audition. And I would strum guitar for a lot of guys. And they would pick them in the tent and don't pick me at all, you know. Until I come up with something, I say, wait, some smart thing going on here, you know. They tried to push me out because I'm too good. So I decided, I wrote some, like, for two fellas. Help them do the songs and give them. And they get through, you know. And they leave me walking and watching. You know, and they wonder what happened because they know that they're not even close to me. Or this went on for a long time, you know. I remember a time I went in an audition, so I went upstairs, and them guys singing, so I reached a kind of late. I said, let me sing a song now. A guy say, give him a chance, I know him. I sing and the place get quiet. It get quiet, people running from the road to see who's singing so. And when I finish with that, they decide to leave me out now. One say, hear this man. I go down a step and I hear him upstairs, you see. What's his name? Said he's Shadow. He said, well, he should be under some mango tree. With this big shadow, it take years. I said, what? I go on back up and they talking. I said, wait, hold up, this singing finished. So, you know, some saw me coming and some didn't see me. The one who was talking, I said, I want you to remember something for me, you know. Keep that in your mind, never forget it. He asked me, I said, shadow. Always remember shadow. And I walk out there, the place get quiet, they don't know what to do. You know, after I started singing thing one time, I gone upstairs in a club. This man sitting by the bar drinking, the same guy, and watching over the counter, and talking to himself. Remember Shadow, that's years after, you know. That's plenty years after that happened, you know. It just they torturing him because I started singing, and when I come out and started singing, people rush in. I do a little audition and in here with a little old guitar, you know. And people coming from the road, they're coming from all about, they want to hear what's going on here. That's like, he heard something in the voice. Like when everything started to come together. And he started to play, you know. He's playing with my head and I playing with that, you know. And make great music even just with the guitar. I see how to get popular quick. Too much time passing, you know. And I went in the botanic garden there with some old guitar there. Went there for a while, and like since I come here, turn out, I come back down with a song and I singing for them guys. I sit down and study a lovely melody. It could be a winner in Panorama. You might think I'm joking or believe I'm boasting, but if you listen, you could hear the rhythm. A challenging Calypsonians who feel them is road march champion. I ain't making fun. I'm gonna beat them in 71. Bim bam bam bam. Silvan boys, please listen to me. Bam 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 bam. Dig the beat of this melody. Bim bam bam bam. I quite agree. Kitchener is great. But in 71, he must feel me weight. If those Silvan boys give this tune a simple try. Kitchen boy, water in your eye. Bim bam bam bam. My God. After like he's singing about kitchen, I see, yeah. And I serious. So I come down the road, man, and Blakey put me in his tent, but I sing another song matching with the place. But they don't want me to sing the one about Kitchener because I was inspired on Kitchener. They say they don't want me to sing it, so one night, I gone in the tent, I popular from the first day, they give me a break now, you know. People want me to sing, but I so want to sing that song that I sit down backstage and start to sweat. It's like my head blowing off, you know, water running down, my clothes getting wet, I can't sing my song. It's a pain, man, different kind of pain, you know. So, I don't know what happened. I don't know if the master was there or what. Everybody they put on the stage, the crowd going, you know, the crowd didn't see me, I don't know my problem. The crowd, man singing good, and the crowd doing them. So the MC come in the back and asked me, he said, the song that they don't want you to sing, you would sing it for me? He said, I know you want to sing the next song. You have to sing the next song. I said, well, I could sing that song, and then I will sing the next song in the second round or something. He said, but you have to help me out to see what happened there. Maybe I bought vex with him to help out. I trying to get in there. So, man, I just did some water there and was my face. So, are you ready? They put me on. That was for a long time, you know. It's encore and encore and encore. The madness just start to flow. The truth start to come out and interfere with people, you know. Mash up the place, you know. Somebody, after that show, somebody tell me don't sing about Spiral and Kitchen and thing. I said, but them is the best. I had to beat them first. And I start to try to go. They said, don't sing them songs. You could sing about kitchen. I said, but that's what I'm doing. And people love it. But themselves like it too. When they make me, they watch me and laugh, man. I had to beat them. You know that because that time it's like a fight. It's a road match. You have to beat them and win the crown and win the this. After that time, that come out of me, you know, trying to win. It turned into trying to please the people. Please myself. You know, and make great music. So I didn't have to win to prove nothing, you know. I proved something to myself already. Feel good about myself. So that's where I come from, you know. My lesson can be over never.
That's what?
It's to keep cool and try to accept yourself, you know. You know you're good, and you learn that you're good by the reaction of the people. So even when they do you a lot of wrong things, you could tell yourself, it's not man. I better than what I'm saying there. And because you learn that, you feel that. They're just talking that, but what's the movements, how the people accept you and things. So you could live with that. And that keep me going all the time. I could live with that. I go on and sing, people know that. Mash up the place, go on, broom, broom, taste them crazy, then they call another name and say, that one win. And I wasn't so good. And the people still singing my song and going on. So I had to walk off the stage. And somebody started calling me out there and say nobody couldn't beat you. I said, but I couldn't help what they do, you know. They set up that, you know. And afterwards, I coming down the road and listening to music and I dancing and be happy and people crying. That pass already for me, you know. I think about the next step, about doing something good that people would enjoy and I would enjoy too. So I started, you know, do the things that I love to do, stop my feet and carry on, you know, with the beat. So that is something I learned to stay strong, stay firm, don't mind what happened to you, man. My love and thing they can't understand, man. Love is with the breeze and the trees and all them things. And the people, you know, people and everything. And animals. It's a bigger thing than what them call love, you know. Some of them telling you that because they think married mean love.
Plenty people find out married and mean love.
Oh God. Is you say that, right? Maybe I was getting to that. But I didn't reach there yet. And I ain't going there again because like you said the thing. No man, I good. I just cool. If you check how I tell you I grew up, you could know I hook on to a lot of things coming up this way. Plenty torture, plenty, you know, madness, plenty music, plenty self, just sit down and study what's happening around me. And I was telling about the mango trees and how they bear the mango and things. You know, it's a long time I know that thing in me, that music, comes out like something like when the fruit coming out from the mango tree. So I was far, far away, still far away. Try to explain to you, but it's more than that, you know. Regret, people like me can't have so much of the regrets, you know, because we don't know too many things about them things. As I say, you don't know why you have to suffer to make music and be by yourself all them years and do all them things. So, what you regret now? Being there or being who you are, becoming somebody that people love so much. You know, you just have to accept that, you know. You can't sit down and say, I regret I was going through the hell. Because if it wasn't that, you won't be doing what you're doing. There is plenty things happening there, you know, to do so much work. Sometimes, like I said, I used to sing in the tent and try to get in the tent. All that time I was very good, you know. But when they keep me out and and I wouldn't stop. I only became better, you know. Because I showed them, you can't stop me. I go in there, I want to reach there. The wind blowing against me, you know, the current against me. But I go in there. And when I go there, if you pass through that trouble and you go there, you don't want to go down back, so you're holding on to anything strong. And my thing to hold on to was good music, eh? So I hold on to that. I did it for a while, quite a while, for quite a long time. I went in, how this one go? For quite a long while, I went into exile, trying to blend chords. Now I found the method. Do me sol do, do me sol do. Go tell Kitchener to prepare for World War. I don't tell Sparrow and Blakey to leave Lord Kitchener to me. And if they ignore me, well, it's licks for everybody. Team dum. Yeah, I used to get a feeling, you know, that mood harass them fellas, you know, because they were great, give them some greatness. It was nice that I could sing about them, you know, and them feel good too, because they so like the music. Some like the lyrics, some like the music, but and a lot of humor in the thing too. Eh? So what we going to say? We want to wrap up to everybody out there. One love, one love, one love, one love.
Oh yeah. Music sweet.
Thank you.
The one who invented music has got to be terrific.